A lot of time, effort and planning went into this trip and the whole thing has been cancelled. Today I'm going to give you a little insight into what I've been up to over this winter. Later on in the video I will talk about some of our spring and summer plans because we've got some very exciting things coming up. And also of course touch on some of the disruptions that have been made due to this terrible virus. But first, seeing as it is such a beautiful day out there, I'm going to head in the garden, fire up the wood-fired pizza oven, make up some dough and cook up some crispy, warm, beautiful, fresh, homemade pizzas while I film this video. Stay tuned, I'm excited. So here's the oven. I actually made this with my dad last winter. I used it quite a lot throughout the summer and the autumn, but it's just been sitting here, not doing anything over the whole of this winter. So I need to give it a quick clear out, light it up, get it hot for about 3 hours. This is why I'm doing it so early, because it actually takes quite a long time for the inside of the oven to heat up. And then once it is super hot, I can then put the pizzas in and they will cook very quick. That's looking very good. God, it's so warm. This is literally the first day of the year where I'm going to take my jumper off because it's so warm. Spring is my 100% favourite time of the year. It's just so, it feels so good after such a long, boring winter. Love it. So what have I been up to over the last 2 or 3 months? Well, one thing's for sure, I haven't been doing a great deal of fishing. I seem to have become somewhat of a fair weather fisherman recently. Saw the rain, saw the wind. You know what, I'd rather be sat inside editing videos or watching TV. Saying that, I have done some fishing. Carl and I went out and filmed a couple of videos over this winter. We started a new series, Carl vs Alex, where me and my brother Carl find out who is the best angler. We've posted part 1 and part 2 so far. If you haven't seen them, you don't need to, because you know already who's the winner, it's me. But yeah, we are going to be filming plenty more Carl vs Alex episodes for all different types of species. We want to do a multi-species challenge, also maybe a river carp edition. I have been sat at this desk an awful lot over this winter, mainly editing our fishing tutorial videos. Particular ones I've been working on is how to catch perch, how to catch barbel, how to surface fish, which will be coming soon, seeing as it's getting warm outside. I've been doing quite a bit of planning and preparation. Winter is a brilliant time for that, because whilst you're stuck inside when the weather's horrible, you can still make progress with things. And I sometimes sit down for hours at a time, looking on Google Maps for places to go, contacting people, and just organising all these trips that we plan to do this spring and summer. What else have I been doing? At Christmas I bought myself a little gift. Good morning guys, today is a pretty special day for me and soon you'll find out why. I'm about to drive down to a shop in Brighton and buy myself a new toy. Just arrived at the shop near Brighton where I'm about to buy my first ever fishing boat. But don't get your hopes up, not this kind of boat. It's a fishing kayak, but I'm still super excited. Let's go in and have a look. So many kayaks, kind of like that one. Well, I did it. Spent all my pocket money. Picked up a few bits today which I could bring home, such as life jacket, got some rod holders, and I also got a paddle. So I couldn't bring the kayak home today because I need a roof bar fitted for my car. I'm gonna come back in a few days and bring it home.
What are you doing for lunch?
I'm about to cut up some bread and some cheese and do cheese on toast. What are you doing?
I'm about to pick up my kayak. Woo. So I'm well excited.
I bet you are.
I will catch you in a bit. Oh, so cold outside. Just going past the famous Brighton football stadium. Oh great, there's a hedge. Look at that! My kayak's so long it hangs off the front. Well, there she is. As you can see, there's not anything added on already, but I am going to attach rod holders I'm gonna attach a fish finder, also some camera mounts so I can film plenty of videos. I'm gonna pop the boat on the back of my car, take it to my parents' house because my dad's gonna give me a hand adding the attachments and turning it into the perfect fishing kayak. A few days ago, my dad and I fixed a couple of rod holders to the kayak, but there's a few other things which I want to attach now because I got a few things in the post. I've got a phone mount because the fish finder I have is one that you connect with your smartphone. And then I've also got a camera mount, and that is just a GoPro attachment on a pole that I'm gonna do to the front. Start the GoPro,
Grab a rod.
make a cast, catch fish, go home.
You ready to use it now then?
It's ready. All we've got to do now is wait a couple of months or maybe 3 months until the weather warms up, the sea warms up, and all the massive bass come in close to the shore. And then we're ready. I'm looking forward to it though. So now that the kayak is ready to fish out of, all I'm waiting for now is the weather. So as soon as that picks up, I am definitely going to be getting out on that, trying to catch some fish from the sea. Like I said, I haven't done a great deal of fishing, but something which I have started and a new hobby of mine is magnet fishing. That's right, using a magnet, not to catch fish, but to catch bits of metal. How exciting. So basically the process is you have a really strong round magnet on a length of rope. You lob the magnet out into the waterway and then you slowly drag it back in, and sometimes you get a bit of metal on the end. Have I inspired anyone? It is quite exciting though when you're pulling that magnet back and you suddenly feel a little bump in the rope as the magnet attaches to a bit of metal, and then you can just feel a heavy weight as you bring it in. There's a bit of mystery there because you never know what you're going to pick up. I've watched some videos on YouTube where people have found knives, guns, treasure chests, all sorts. So hopefully one day I'll find something actually useful.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Good catch, Alex, good catch. Well done, good catch.
Doesn't it look so nice out here? Such a good feeling. Wearing a t-shirt, heat setup is on, fish in the pond are warming up, they'll be happy. Right, I'm gonna attempt my slack line. I haven't been on that for a long time. Now there's one thing we still need to do before we can actually cook the pizzas, and that is make up some pizza dough. Of course, got to make the pizzas. Flour, yeast, olive oil. A nice big ball of pizza dough. There we go, I'm going to take this somewhere warm, leave it there for about an hour and a half, let it rise to double the size, and then it will be ready to cook. The oven is really hot now and it's ready to cook over. Woo! Time to make the pizza. And now we bring it to the oven. Pizza in. Well, that's what I've been waiting for. Beautiful pizza cooked in the oven. Crispy base, stringy cheese, homemade fresh pizza. I actually really enjoy cooking these days, and that leads me on to something which I'm going to try and do a lot more this year, which is some catch and cooks. I did a couple last year. I find it incredibly satisfying. You certainly think about your food more and definitely put a lot more effort into cooking it. I've also been practicing my freediving over the winter, just in a swimming pool, and I hope to put that into practice this summer and get out and try and do some spearfishing. I love to try and spear my own dinner and then cook it up straight away on the beach. So this summer I'm going to try and do more catch and cooks and definitely try and do some spearfishing as well. That pizza was good. I think I'm going to have another one. Although this might not be of complete interest to you, I thought I'd do a little update of my bedroom. A few weeks ago this wall was completely blank, so I decided to decorate it a little bit, make it a bit of a nicer place to be. I've got a big world map. I've also got a nice selection of photos as well. Here is the pizza oven journey. Started with just some clay, and then we did the brickwork, added the clay, and then there it is finished. And there is a pizza. And for some reason there's a Calippo as well. These ones are a bit odd. For some reason, whenever I have a group chat with some of my friends, they always add filters which make them look stupid. Like, what? What is going on there? And there. There's me just like, what's going on? Here's a few of the books I've been reading recently. The edible mushroom book. I want to learn more about foraging this year. Also got a book about the birds of Europe. Underwater foraging, freediving for food. And finally, here is my fish tank. Now I'm going to rewind about a month or two and show you the whole setup process of this particular fish tank here. Enjoy. After receiving the tank in the post, I brought it up to my bedroom and started work. Just putting in the soil, which will help the plants grow well. That's the sort of shape that I'm going for. I want it to lift up at the back like it's a hill. I then placed 3 rocks into the tank, and after playing around with their positioning for about 20 minutes, I was finally satisfied. I think that's it. It's pretty nice to be doing this inside today because I can't imagine fishing out in that weather.
Was it you who ordered the bowl of vegetables?
It was now time to plant the tank up with a couple of different species. This was quite a time-consuming and tedious job. The tank was filled with water, a filter and heater were added, and it was nearly ready to go. Pretty much done with it now. I've just got to fix the light, turn it on, and away we go. Pretty happy with that. Just got to give it a few weeks or months or years for the plants to grow, and then my aim is for them to just cover the whole bottom so it's completely green with the rocks poking out of it.
And what fish?
Maybe some tetras.
Nice one, bro. You've done a good job there.
Thank you.
That looks wicked. Would you look at that? It's the end of the day and tank is set up with the plants. Looking good.
And here is how the tank is looking now. The plants have grown. Here you can see the new roots and stems of the grass growing up nicely. The brown algae has been quite a bit of a problem, but I have added a few red cherry shrimp which have been helping to clear that out. In all, it's looking good and I will do another tank update soon. So, Carl and Alex's plans for 2020. Right now, at this moment, I was supposed to be heading on a plane to Italy to fish a crystal clear, beautiful river. A few friends and I had been planning this trip for quite a few months now. We had put a lot of time, effort and money into the planning of this trip. And of course, because of this terrible virus that has been going around, it has all been cancelled. This year we had trips planned to Italy, France, Holland, Scandinavia, Slovenia, Croatia, USA, Canada, France, and it looks like all of them are going to be cancelled, which is very, very frustrating. So when the coronavirus first showed up on the news, I was very guilty of saying,
Go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for all this to blow over.
I certainly didn't expect most of our abroad trips this year to be cancelled. It certainly has turned out to be a lot more serious than I first thought. I hope that everyone watching stays safe, and I wish everyone the best health possible. Hopefully things get better. Fingers crossed. Although all of our abroad trips have been unfortunately cancelled, there is still plenty to look forward to. In only a couple of weeks, Carl and I are going to be fishing at one of the newly opened carp fishing embryo waters It is a pretty cool looking lake, but I watched a video of Danny fishing there and he caught a few very nice fish. So I'm looking forward to getting there and giving that a go. And then there's another embryo water which we are hoping to fish in late April time, which should be fun as well. So although there has been quite a lot of disruption to some of our bigger trips that we wanted to do this year, there's still going to be some exciting stuff that we're going to do back home in the UK. If you're wondering what Carl has been up to, well, he is currently working hard on a very interesting edit. He took a trip to Japan a lot earlier on this year before the whole coronavirus thing exploded. And he went out there to learn more about koi carp and visit some koi carp farms, which looked absolutely insane. Yeah, he's making a pretty epic film about his whole trip over there, where he learns more about koi carp, finds out why they're so expensive. I think he spent like all of his money on one fish as well. So that video should be coming fairly soon to our channel. So to round things up, the last few months have been very quiet on the fishing front, but the following few months are going to be very busy. Plenty of fishing, plenty of filming, loads more videos coming your way, and I'm pretty hyped for this spring. Before I go, I'm going to do a quick Q&A session. I put this video up on our Instagram the other day. I must have been really bored when I recorded that. I don't normally whistle. I had hundreds and hundreds of questions sent in, so I'm very sorry if I don't answer your particular one. I'm going to quickly go through them now and pick out a few that you might find interesting. Alfie said, how long have you had your YouTube channel? I was actually thinking about this just the other day. I figured we have been fishing and filming our fishing for the last 15 years. Jeez, that's a long time.
And that hook is a size 8 30+ camo hook.
We've had our YouTube channel for probably 12, 13 years, I think.
I'm so happy with this fish.
Luke said, how old are you? I am 21. Someone said, are you gay? No comment. What is the most stupid, funny thing you have ever snagged? I caught a tennis ball once. Thanks so much for all the questions, by the way. Charlie said, would you ever want to fish Loch Lomond or Loch Ness overnight? I think I'd be too scared of the Loch Ness monster. Tommy wants to know how tall I am. I am 6'3.5". That's because my dad is an absolute giant. He's 7'2". Maybe I'll be that tall one day. Will Carl be better than you one day? Nah. Aww. I'm good, thanks, mate. Tom, you're not my friend. I doubt anytime soon. I like eggs, yes. I actually had scrambled egg for breakfast today. Marmite, yes or no? No.
What's up?
What's that?
Matthew has asked us, can you do a video going over all your gear? I'm going to film a complete setup video which will be for our tutorials channel very soon. Why is my friend always getting snagged? Oh, we've all got a friend like that. I've got a brother like that. Alex, have you ever been jealous of a fish Carl has caught but secretly kept it in? When I first started fishing, I definitely felt this a lot. Like when I'd go fishing with Carl and he'd be sat next to me catching loads and I'd be catching nothing. I would get so wound up about it. I never used to secretly keep it in. I used to show my anger fully. I know you chong the pollen, Alex. Right. Who let the dogs out? I've got 5 more to keep me going. Don't know what I'm gonna do once I've used all of them. Might have to get creative. What's the strangest thing that's happened to you whilst on the bank? Not had many really strange things happen, but I mean, there was once I was fishing and this guy, no, that's too long. I'm not gonna bother telling that. I'll save that for another time. Let me know if you want to hear that in another video. Return to Lake Bled. Oh, we're meant to be doing that this summer, but like I say, I don't think that's gonna be happening anymore. Oh yeah. Not another one of these. I don't know the answer to that. Who would win in a 3-round boxing match between you and Carl? Let us know if you want to see that, because I'm well up for beating up my brother. Favourite band or artist? Right now, Oasis, Arctic Monkeys, or Pet Shop Boys. When do you release that dope track? It's coming soon, mate. Don't you worry. Oh, another one. Damn, you're very musical. Thank you. Get out of here. And finally, last question. Have you ever fallen in the water whilst fishing? Yes.
Oh, I'm in the river. I'm in the river.
And that brings me to the end of this little update of my life. I'm sorry there wasn't a whole load of fishing to report, but I promise you there is plenty coming soon, and this year will be full of fishing adventures. And if you want to watch an action-packed fishing video right now, I definitely suggest you click one of these videos here. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.